Hold on a second. I love it. Oh my god, he feels the thrill of the battle. What? Was Sakurai grandfather then? Yeah, it's just Shiro. Like, you cannot like say anything else. I see this. I think Muramasa. I don't know what to think about Trifa. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of the irae. So yeah, we're going to continue with our fight with Schreiber, but before that we'll get some Sakurai action, I guess, some kind of like backstory maybe or something. We'll see. Anyway, apparently the group that Schreiber mentioned was actual real group in World War II. I didn't actually do that, like the name and stuff, and they were like fixing the problems that they had. Yeah, okay, but yeah, that's actually then historical fact. So that's cool, I guess. And the thing that he said in German is just like from some like opera. Yeah, he's over dramatic and he's cool. I love him. Let's go. She poured all her heart and soul into chasing that singular goal. She wished to reclaim her two loved ones, as well as the blissful days they spent together. Even though she had realized it to be impossible, her path was one paved with blood and malediction. Is this new soundtrack, by the way? Is it the first time I hear this soundtrack? As she held her head high, proud to her accomplishments, of having poured her entire being into realization that dream. She was afraid to remain in a world that no longer held hope. In fear, she had forgotten even her anger. Her flames waned, extinguished without mercy. She had lost sight of her path, the very reason that made her up steel and shed the blood of innocence. Still. Yeah, maybe Ren will like reignite Sakurai fire. Probably he will. He was such an idiot. He uttered that despite condemning her ways in the same breath. In the very same breath. Yeah. The embers she thought were gone from her heart lit up once again. The sparks were born not of forced desperation, nor from the sad design to end her own life, or the words and the deeds of another. Its flame burned not to honor the past, the dead. She couldn't. And so? Let's go! Hell yeah! You can't do much, probably, against Schreiber. She goes instantly into third one. Holy shit, yes! Okay, I'm excited now. You may not be the strongest, but you are freaking cool and amazing. You are so high on the cool list. She parted her lips. The syllabes of her aria came to life on their own. Hold on a second. Ren have his own chant now as well? He just realized? Like how to use his third degree? Wait, is this like the hype, like some kind of like really hype up episode? Okay, why did I stop in the previous one? The sun and the stars song. Thunder. Okay. The words rang fresh in his ears, in my ears. They were knowledge I couldn't have power possessed. Okay, so here like foreknowledge from Mercurius, I guess. Yet I knew with all my heart that the song had been a crystallization of my craving, fashioned to give birth to my rules. With thunder. So maybe he will not stop the time, maybe he will like just move really fast, like his speed, it's his speed maybe. And in his eyes. Sorry. And everything will be just slower in his eyes, it's not like he's like in reality changing like time, you know? He's just so fast that everything looks so slow for him. I guess this might be it because of the thunder word. Her feelings, her flames, return to Kay, gaining their former vigor, filling the void that had been drilled into her heart.
そして早く、何より早く、永劫の円環を駆け抜けよう。光となって破壊しろ。その一撃で燃やし尽くせ。
ここにイザナギの御事、見吐かせる戸塚の剣を抜きて。
I love this.
その子、かぐ土の首を切りため。
I love how parallel they are right now. Holy shit.
そうは誰も知らず、届かぬ思考の創造。
See by heaven's wrath. What are you chanting? Like some kind of like god chant? What is this? Anno Supremacy? Sleep's final rest? No. His path ravaged, the ashes scorched, perpetual cycle? What the fuck?
我が渇望こそが原初の荘厳。
First of your days.
俺はあんな奴ら怖くない。
That's right, Fuji. That's right, Fuji. It would be beyond pathetic to cast aside everything and hide in the corner, whimpering like a cursed little child. She wished to bring back both her brother and Beatrice, nothing more than nothing less. She knew not how to accomplish it, nor where that caving of hers would ultimately lead to, but she no longer cared for such details. And Kei Sakurai no longer wished for Ren Fuji's demise. She hated being underestimated, just as much as he did. Her dream was no trivial matter. Her flames weren't merely the misguided sparks of naive child. Yeah, let's go. Her feelings were just as strong as his, and so she felt herself worthy of joining him in battle as his equal. Yeah, the problem is that you are very hard, like hurt, but yeah, okay. Let's do it! Oh my god. Two areas resonate with each other in that moment. Let's go. Holy shit. That's new for Ren.
太まりに売られて乗りたまいつらく。
I love it. Shana is back. Oh my god, this is like one of the best CG in the game. Holy shit. I love this so much. Eternal moment. Overtune. Okay. Oh wait, what? Look at that. The school changed into actual head? Is it hair? Is it hair? I think it's hair. So the school represented someone and it changed into like living one now. Interesting detail. And also guillotine have like bunch of like stuff going on around. Okay. Scarlet flames and blazing light lurched after raging whirlwind. Okay. And when he said overtune, I thought about JoJo again. From like early JoJo's from 1 and 2. Schreiber let out a grasp of surprise. Doubtless, it was the first time he witnessed anyone exceed his own speed. Not to mention... And she's attacking from on the side, this is so fucking amazing, love it. Sakurai's sword assaulted him from above with terrible ferocity. Schreiber had no way of dodging it as he soared forward at a maddening speed. He didn't have enough time to stop, much less retreat. And I would catch to him, he tried jumping sideways. Victorious in our grasp, I didn't expect Sakurai to join the fray so abruptly, but thanks to her, we forced the bastard into a corner. Is it it? I don't know, okay. However... Schreiber Ragnarbere? Oh my god, he feels the thrill of the battle. You heard that heartbeat? He finally enjoys the battle, holy shit. Schreiber eye met my gaze, swirling with a torrent of maddening, undefinable chaos. The thin pupil of his open eye, like that of the wild beast, fluttered as his lips curved upwards. He laughed in the face of death, his smile resembling the mocking grin of a predator. And he finally go into formation. Holy shit, he can't turn a third degree with his formation! What is this power scaling? Holy fuck! So it really wasn't his like formation. Oh god damn it. A chorus reverberated across the languid space of stagnant time. Tornado of carnage, okay? Whatever that is, it exploded, okay? A cloud of dust shot into the air, accompanied by the deafening explosion, and caused my ears to ring and my head to spin from dizziness. When my senses returned, I almost couldn't believe my own eyes. Sakura's voice trembled with astonishment. How could he possibly escape our perfectly coordinated joint attack while moving at that speed? Well, he got faster, maybe? Neither of our blades even scraped him. He abruptly shot back the moment we drew close, as if propelled back by some kind of magic. Or he just shot. His acceleration somehow shifted backwards in an instant, completely ignoring everything I knew about the law of inertia. He even escaped my blade, that, being in the dimension of slow time, had temporarily exceeded even his speed. An insane occurrence that even a word like anomaly would fail to justice. Are you happy, Schreiber? Like, someone forced you to use your formation finally, huh? The ominous chuckle from beyond the clouds, a cloud of dust, made my hair stand on end. It felt as if every form of ill will from the entire world had converged to give birth to that insane laughter. Not to mention the scent of blood filling the air. So potent, it made me feel like my very bones could rot and wither away. I need to change my microphone settings, by the way. I think I want to talk more loud and I cannot because it's too loud. I felt certain that behind the curtain of dust stood an instrument of carnage, far surpassing mortal imagination. The fuck was that? You could have guessed what it was, even without seeing it. Exhaust, like the roar of the demonic beast, okay? The gaze of its lone eye thrilled through the darkness, taking the shape of a single blinding beam of light. That thing was, okay, what's his weapon? Wait, no, no way! Wait, what? What is he, rider class from Face? What? Wait, he's actually better his motorcycle. Wait, what the fuck? What? Okay, what's his third degree? I need to know. Holy fuck. A monster of steel appeared before us, its artificial heart pumping gasoline through its veins, its wheels roaring in savagery. Oh my god. I mean, machine is faster than human, so if he summoned machine, then this machine is faster than his own physical abilities, right? So this thing is okay. Ren, can you slow time even more? What is this? Isn't it inconvenient to have? I guess it can fly because he's in the air, right? So it can fly and ride on air. Magical motorcycle. Hardly a sizable machine when compared to the monstrosities of modern models. Yet its belfry design, along with the funeral coughs of the exhaust, gave the vehicle a palpably demonic feel. It was neither at all designed to soar through the open roads or land lips during races. It had been It had but one purpose. War. Like a tank or jet plane. It came to this war to end and kill. It was artificial beast of terror. I don't know what model is that. I have no idea. The name escaped Sakurai lips, most likely belonged to the bike. I recall hearing about a motorcycle unit that German employed during World War II. Okay. Also, if this is his Agner beret, then that means it must be like some kind of like... It must have like some kind of like legend behind it, right? Like something special. It's not just like some random motorcycle, right? Like that is like mass produced. It must be like something special about it, right? Let me like know in the comments if like it needs to be special, or it can be just like his belonging. Huh. I thought I could need like to have some history. Though employed primarily for reconnaissance and scouting, they would occasionally launch surprise attacks, utilizing their lightning speed in guerrilla warfare. Yeah, they're like mass produced, so it must be one of them was like special, maybe at someone's personal. Actually, wait, he was like a member of like this like group, so maybe that's why it's special, because it was like part of like this group or something. Much like knights rode their horses to battle in medieval times, Schreiber mounted his steel beast as he soared across the battlefield, staining his trusty steed rigid steel, fruitfully crimson with blood. That was Schreiber's Agnerbere. His activation stage granted him ungodly speed. It was obvious that his weapon's main function was to amplify that even further. The violent storm swirling around him intensified with its advent.
さて、君は誰かな？会ったことがないね。
Wow, he's so high. Hey, he's on a motorcycle now actually. You can see it on the CG. Okay. Schreiber, you are insane. I love you. Oh my god. And he's like, yeah, you are insignificant again. So who are you again? Show me something new.
名乗りなよ、お姉ちゃん。
Oh.
君からは米中
Never mind.
血の匂いがする。
You mean Sakurai actually, okay. Well, I think he knows you better from the name Leonhard. Schreiber narrowed his eye.
桜井。懐かしい名前だな。すると君は
私はトバル会員ではありません。
Yeah.
ベアトリス・バルトルート・フォン・キルヒアイゼン注意を覚えていますか？私は彼女の代わりです。
There's a substitute here. She shook her head and spun the blade once in her hands. And, as the scarlet flames covered her again, she glared back at Schreiber.
私はあなたたちの仲間でもハイドリヒ教の奴隷でもない。私は私。ただの
Okay, cool.
人間
Love
で
it.
ないから。
Good.
獣の祝福なんていらない。私も彼も、そして彼女もエインフェリアになんて絶対ならない。そんなバルハラ欲しくない。シュライバー卿、あなたたちは狂ってる。どうしてそんな呪われた生を名誉だなんて思えるんですか？
Well, he don't care about honor probably, he just like want to have carnage. Upon hearing Sakura Inne's declaration of rebellion, one she poured her very being into, Schreiber burst into laughter. Yeah, could expect that. He howled on with pity and scorn. The steel monster below him roared in unison with its master, hungering for blood.
いらないだと。そこのレッド、君はあの人の祝福をいらないと言ったのか。
Yeah? Inconceivable. Schreiber, his gaze housing on the madness, regardless Sakurai as if she was completely out of her mind.
ああ、この単語を使うのは嫌いなんだが、あえてよ。君は愛せないよ。
Okay.
桜井ね。君のおじいさんでいいのかな。彼のことはそれなりに好きだったんだ。
Ah, so you like her grandfather, huh?
惜しいね。
Who was Sakurai grandfather then? We didn't have never established, I think. It's just like someone from her family, okay. Suddenly Sakurai grew tense. Naturally, I felt it just as well. The time for games was past. Schreiber, one of the Obsidian Table Battalion commanders, would soon go for the kill. Yeah, Ren, can you like please extend your power and like use your protagonist power to protect Sakurai, please? Like just like slow time so much that this guy will like stop moving, or like you can at least spear save him.
逃げろ逃げろよ今のうちだ僕から逃げられるなら逃げてみろ音速だろうと高速だろうとたとえどれだけ早かろう
Even light. Okay.
ハイドル秘境の愛をいらないとほざいた貴様
But still, if you stop the time for light, it stopped moving, right? I mean, this is like wild concept, but I wonder if he's exaggerating about being faster than light. Probably. The next moment. Oh, Shiro is here. Oh my god. Thank you, Shiro, for backing us up. We needed some like hit on the head to just fucking move. Okay. If Shiro hadn't pulled both me and Sakurai back by our collars, we would have most likely meet our ends right here and then. The Vanargand hole reverberated across the air as Schreiber sped through the ground that we had been standing upon moments before, its velocity unperceivable by the naked eye. The resulting blast swept all three of us aside. I pulled both Sakurai and Shiro to myself in an attempt to cushion their landing, but it hardly served any purpose as we crashed through the wall and into the corridor. I mean, your back got hurt, not them's. Like, Shiro would probably die from this. Maybe not die because he's like tougher than he seems, but no need to yell that loud. I was just doing fine. The impact felt like it could shatter all my bones in my body, but neither of us would ever die from something of this caliber. Shiro, on the other hand. Oh, god damn it. This is pretty much the same CG that was in the previous road, but without holes. He don't have like any holes in his body from the stake, but wow, his hand is so fucking messed up. Damn. So we are losing him again. I mean, it was expected, I guess, from like... I mean, come on, we are against Schreiber. The jackass, this wasn't time for the jokes. His wounds were clearly severe. Unlike Honjo, I wasn't particularly well versed in medicine, so I couldn't tell how serious it really was. Still, his whole left side had been soaked in blood. His hand looked particularly in bad shape. I had doubts he would ever be able to use it properly again. Oh, right, it's the left hand. Yeah, I didn't like realize. And he always shoot a gun with his left hand. Wow, I never realized that. That's true. I just got enlightened by Ren.
Huh? 気にすんな。サウスポーの半分以上は両利きだし。
Okay. And with that, he lifted his relatively unhurt right hand.
片方ありゃおっぱい揉めるし。
Yep, that's Shiro, that's Shiro. Okay, I can agree with you, Shiro. Okay. Let's just give this guy a credit. Let's just give some credit. Like, he's still himself even in like time of death. Like, wow. Just give him some credit.
あれ？怒んねえの？
Yeah.
怪我人じゃなかったら張り倒してそれよりいつまで触ってるのよ。
だってレンが無反応だし。
Wait. Oh my god, he actually grabbed Sakurai. I thought he's just like telling that, like putting hand in the air, but he's like actually grabbed Sakurai. Oh my god. Shiro You are madman. I love you. What a guy. Holy shit.
別に
I don't have the energy to care about things like that now.
俺もまあ本庄の胸触ったしな
Okay.
あらま
和むんだったらしばらく揉んでろそれはその間お前のもんだ
Poor Sakurai. Oh my god. Ren is like, yeah, you can just like fondle her. Like, yeah. What the fuck? What is this?
私の胸は私のでしょ。
Yeah, pretty much.
とにかく
Oh wow. Oh my god. Why? Yes, Ira, you are amazing. Holy fuck. We have like death situation. We're fighting against Schreiber. And Shiro is just being like just Shiro. Like yeah, it's just Shiro. Like you cannot like say anything else. I ignored Sakurai's silent complaining.
それだけバカやる元気があれば死ぬことだけはなさそうだでもお前はドクターストップだよすぐ終わらせるから寝てろ
タコ
Shiro grinned at himself and tried to standing up.
おい
うるせえなさっきも言ったろ野郎をなんとかして校庭まで連れてこいそうすりゃ俺が決めてやるから
Okay, but how? There is no mines, as we established already.
決めるって
And also, they cannot probably like do shit to him anyway. Like Bei had weakness, and you use this. What was Sakurai again? We had this established right before. Was she B? I don't remember. I think we had this established in early episodes. Maybe not. No, we had Himuro, Lisa, and Kasumi. I don't think we had ever Sakurai said. Okay. Shiro just influenced me, I'm sorry. Like, this scene with Shiro was just like fucking amazing. What the fuck? It's why? Like, why, Shiro? Why? I understand this is your personality, but come on, this situation?
何言ってんだお前
He didn't even possess the mean to hurt Schreiber, let alone do something about him.
ああ確かにとどめ刺すって意味じゃねえがそのチャンスを作ってやるよ
Okay.
要は一瞬100分の1秒でもあいつの動きが止まればいいだろうまあ任せと
Well,
け
it lasts a millisecond, okay. Well, you need really good coordination.
分かったよ
ちょっと
もう何言っても無駄だ
Yeah,
あと桜井このバカをっていうかバカのバカっぷりを
yeah, pretty much.
こいつはやるって言ったらやる
Sakurai just like... You don't know Shiro. We do know. Yeah, he will just like... Either win or die trying.
そうね誰かさんと一緒で有言実行派ですからね
あなたたち友達なのよね
Yeah, pretty much.
そうよ
違う
Yeah, best friends ever. I like them. Leave up a like if you like them.
とまあこいつは限りなくデレが少ないツンなんだが
Yeah.
そこら辺はそっちも同じみたいだし気が合うようでよかった
They are. They surprisingly are like pretty good match. Yeah, I agree.
私は別に
Yeah, sure.
おいしろ
This wasn't the time to pull out the rom-com routine. I had no idea what he had in mind, but if it could really work against Schreiber, I had no choice but to trust him. No matter how out of bounds that bastard was, he still couldn't compare to Shiro in terms of unpredictability and sheer idiocy. However,
喧嘩は続行中だって言ったよな俺に負けるのが嫌なら絶対に生き残れよ
oh yeah, okay.
はいよそっちこそくたばんじゃねえぞ
He slowly stood up, dragging his bloody legs along the corridor as he stared towards the athletic field.
おお言ってやっぱこれがねえと生きてるって感じがしねえわ
Fine need hurts, huh? Sakura eyes followed his receding back.
ねえ藤井君、彼ってもしかして。
なんだよ。
いや、なんでもない。それより。
I mean, if you're implying that he's not normal, yeah, we kinda expect him to be like abnormal. I don't know if he's like your level. Like, you know, you can move in like these like swastika points and stuff. Like, it's not like really that much affecting you. And you are sturdier than anyone else. So Shiro probably have like some kind of power like you, but he's most likely, I would say he's more like Himuro, maybe, kind of, like, he don't have like any special Agnerbere, any special weapon, he's just like not affected by the points here, like the swastikas, just like Himuro, because Himuro is not affected by staying in them as well, right? Like, she can like move to these places. But on the other hand, he have the like sturdier body, basically. So yeah, he's like, yeah, superhuman basically, but without like super weapon, I guess.
ああ、共闘だろう。別に文句はないし止めもしない。
They're like implying it all over again that he's not normal. He even did like sounds and like behave like normal.
ただ、シュライバーは俺よりお前の方を狙ってるぞ。
You know me, yeah, he will just aim at you. That's actually kind of a good thing if you think about this, because you can predict his attacks. You know that he will aim at Sakurai. The problem is, that makes her a bait. And I'm afraid about that.
分かってる。
As someone who had sworn eternal loyalty to Reinhardt, he treated me as a gift to his lord, and seems more interested in testing my abilities than having a genuine fight. With Sakurai, however, he didn't hold back. When Schreiber looked at Kay, he saw an incredible traitor to the Obsidian Round Table, one who had turned her back to Reinhardt. The only punishment she deserved would be absolute death.
お前、体は平気なんだな。
Yeah, that's the
ま
problem.
あなんとか。これが終わってまた危ないようだったら助けてね。正直期待してるから。
I mean, do you want more fluid exchange? Okay. Her jokes were hard to stomach on multiple levels. Yeah, probably.
とりあえず、臆病風に吹かれてないなら結構だよ。
言ったでしょ。私だって負けず嫌いなの。ダメなんで。心配しなくても有言実行してみせるわ。口にした以上、
Okay.
絶対引かない。
You are amazing in fight, so let's do it. Maybe we can take him down. She stood up and considered the deep end of the corridor. We could both tell that Schreiber had been hiding there in the darkness. Wow, you cannot even dodge him in corridor.
しかし、校庭まで連れてこいか。
Easier said than done. The Ashen Bastard had become fast enough that not even my creation figment helped me keep up with him. Well, you are just not good enough yet. If we showed him our backs by attempting to flee, he would deliver a mortal blow in no time.
来たわ。
Okay.
ああ、
Scarlet flames covered Sakurai as she readied her blade. I too began slowing time around me, little by little. Yeah, you still need like little by little, you still don't have full control. If slowing it down by 10 times wasn't enough, I would slow it by the 100. If that even cut it, I would go by for 1,000. No matter how fast he was, his speed could be infinite. At one point, you would hopefully be able to halt him completely. Or just slow him down enough so you can fight actually. I was wide open, inviting him to advance. The corridor was straight line, which meant neither of us would be able to easily dodge the other attacks. Okay, here we go. And so exploding with a heavy roar, the steel dragoon materialized at the far end of the corridor. Dragoon. I see this. I think Muramasa.
レベレベウントラス右してるべん。
I have no idea what you just said, Schreiber. Apparently the damn freak would start rambling in his own language every time he snapped. Yeah, probably. Schreiber whizzed through the corridor in a twisted line, running on the walls and ceiling with ease. Sakura and I, having steeled our hearts, leaped straight into the epicenter of that little whirlwind. Meanwhile what? Meanwhile the fire happens. The main intersection of Suwahara City Highway had turned into a sight from hell itself. Okay. Over 50 accidents occurred in a terrifying short span of time, with over 100 recorded casualties already. Yet no one could tell the reason behind the strange phenomenon. All survivors would merely repeat the same thing. The cars just crashed into nothing or something invisible. Oh, this is the aftermath of like Schreiber running. Great! A steel truck, weighing multiple tons, would bounce off and fly through the air like a rubber ball. While the phenomenon defied all common sense, the sheer level of destruction sweeping through the cityscape stood as undeniable proof of the reality of it all. With all the survivors repeating the same story, the only choice was to accept the impossible. The question, however, remained: what could have caused this and why? The truth of the matter would likely remain shrouded in darkness for all time to come. After all, it transcended the comprehension of those living in the world governed by the common sense. And so, with hearts weary with confusion, the many people, police, firefighters and doctors, did their best to minimize the damage of the disaster. They sealed roads, extinguished fires, and rescued the wounded. Despite it being the middle of the night, the town was alive and bustling like an anthill. And within that chaos, a lone tall man cast his gaze upon a housing complex enveloped by flames. Okay, who is that? That was a car, stuck in its second floor window. Trifa? Trifa. The only way to describe that ravaged city would be to call it a sick, twisted joke. A photograph of the hellish scene would likely win the grand prize in a contest about nightmarish visions. To the inhabitants of the house, however, this was no laughing matter. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. The man drew closer to the burning house. A young girl in pajamas stood outside it, her eyes reflecting clear disbelief. Most likely a former inhabitant of the place. A cursory glance would not allow the man to determine whether her family was merely not around or had already passed away. From the looks of it, the girl herself was unsure. Light had faded from her eyes. She simply stood in place, completely motionless, her mouth hanging open. Her heart perished. It withered and died. Her young mind could not withstand the horror she had to face today.
泣きなさい。あなたは今泣くべきだ。涙の出し方は一度忘れてしまえば最後。
Okay. As the man placed a gentle hand upon her shoulder, the girl turned around. Besides, a shiver ran across her shoulder, leaving the entirety of her tiny frame trembling. Light gradually returned to her colorless eyes, and so did emotion. Okay, I'm so confused about Trifa. Like, he's a bad guy, but he's also a good guy. This is weird as fuck. Because all he's doing, because of what happened to him in the past, with like 10 flowers he had to picked and like basically kill. He just chose the children to kill. And all he did, he wanted to protect them. He wanted them for happiness. And he's basically still being old Trifa at some points. Like, he's still caring somehow, but also he's twisted and he's like fucked up. Like, Trifa is so complicated. I don't think like I don't know if I will like ever like understand Trifa fully. This is so.
そうそれでいい
How was the priest? Loving smile reflected in her eyes. Despair controlled by her features, like that of the unfortunate soul lost at the sea, surrounded by sharks at all angles. Yeah, it's terrifying as fuck. Screaming, the girl brushed off the hand on the shoulder and leaped into the blazing flames. However, her action reflected not a maddened desire to end her own life, only a crystal clear wish to escape. Almost as if she found the company of flames preferable to what awaited her outside. Oh.
哀れな
So he basically... This is so fucked up. I don't know anymore. Did he like... saved the girl by like bringing back her emotions and not make her like basically living vegetable in the horror after she survived? Or he did this on purpose so she killed herself? Like what the fuck, Trifa? I don't get him. I don't get him. I don't know what to think about Trifa. Is he good? Is he bad? I don't know. Maybe I will like make a vote pool on like community tab. Maybe sometime after this episode. Not sure when yet. Like, is Trifa good or not? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I don't. We will know, who knows. The priest turned around and began to leave, lamenting the girl's fate. The soul of the fallen gilded after him, leaving their fairy graves.
子供の泣き声とは痛ましくさりとて泣かぬ子供というのもまたやりき
So you do feel bad?
悲しいですねなんとも心すさむ出来事だ
The priest continued onwards, through the streets, now casting two shadows in the fury orange light.
そう辛辣なことを言わないでいただきたいザミエル卿私は私なりにあの子を救ってあげたのです
Yeah, you saved her by like bringing back her emotion, but she decided to just like run into it. Yeah. So he's like passively good? Like chaotic good? Chaotic neutral? I don't know. Like he saves emotionally, but then he like doesn't care what they do with their lives anymore. He's just like, yeah, I will give you purpose to live or like understand stuff, but whatever you will do, then it's like on you. Something like that. I know.
そして他にも救わねばならぬ子供がいる
The priest went on with his soliloquy, receiving the answer from the darkness. He continued his stride through the mayhem of the night, his lips twisted into a troubled smile. Yeah, and also this is fucked up because most of these kids would probably survive if he don't talk to them. Because they would be just like, you know, terrified and stuff, but I guess this is so weird. Oh my god. Schreiber tore through the very fabric of space, rendering everything in his path, yet Sakurai and I still lived.